Okay, seller's concessions. Real quick, we're going to use an example with a $200,000 selling price. You've negotiated a seller to $200,000 net on their home. Net meaning bottom line contract price. And your client with a 3.5% down payment is going to be $7,000. And that's going to have a mortgage amount of $193,000, which is 96.5%. So they're going to have to come up with $17,000 total out of pocket, assuming about $10,000 in closing costs. Okay, so $200,000 selling price, $7,000 down payment representing 3.5%, $193,000 mortgage representing 96.5%, and assuming $10,000 in closing costs, your buyer needs to come to the table with $17,000. Now what we do with the seller's concession is we take that closing cost number and we add it into the sale price. So we say, Mr. Seller, we're going to give you an extra $10,000, but we're going to ask that you pay that towards the buyer's closing costs. So we're going to write up a contract at, instead of $200,000, we're going to write up a contract at $210,000. We're going to indicate on that contract a $10,000 seller's concession towards buyer's closing costs. It will increase the 3.5% to $7,350. So for another $350 out of pocket, they should be able to roll the entire balance of the closing costs into the sale price. Now the house has to appraise for $210,000 for this to work. But as you see, it's going to increase the mortgage amount by most of that $10,000. So instead of mortgaging $193,000, you're mortgaging almost $203,000. But your total out of pocket goes from $17,000 to $7,350. Obviously, your mortgage is going to be a little higher, your monthly payment, based on the additional just shy of $10,000 now you're going to be financing. But it's a tool to get someone into a new home with as little out of pocket as possible. That's it in a nutshell.